Welcome back to penultimate TV show hosted by Team Lunar. I'm Guy Tyar, and I'll be commentating on the third Quali event, the slopes. This event makes its return from event 5 of the main lead, and it's an individual event, so we'll be seeing some of our individual competitors back after the team event of the balancing. We will get reminded of our standings for both groups, starting with Group A. Blue News lead, Surfing Sharks, or Orbs, Amethyst, Comets, Whirlwind, and the Green Satellites are currently our qualification zone. Timers, Berry Blossoms, Whistle of Heat, Radiation Nation, Sugar Rushers, and the Reflecting Rodeos are all right now not in the qualifying zone. Now, because this event has eight marbles, some of the marbles will be shared among the groups for Heat 2. Anyway, for Group B, Loping Laters, Withered Walkers, Treasuring Waste, Essential Collection, Lemony Lunatic, and the Spiritual Sky are currently in the qualification zone, but it seems to be a bit closer than Group 1. Next, first up, Heat 1, Pivot, Mystic, Oral Trace, Shred, and Glucose, Reflect, Chartreuse, and Apex, the captain of the Surrey Sharks in that final row. As we are off right now, Chartreuse with the early lead, but Oral Trace is the team that got dead last in the slopes last season, doing pretty well for themselves right now. Currently, though, Apex might have got a shot, but he kind of stopped. Reflect is also doing pretty seem good. Dread as well, captain of the Berry Blossom. Currently, Apex though, wonderful and to that round. Oral Trace in second, and a very close pack for the rest. And it seems that Mystic will be quite far behind. Quite a shame for them. Gold medalist of the balancing last event will be eliminated in seventh. Will be out. Will have just in 23.61, a pretty slow time. Meanwhile, even very bad for them though. They had a pretty promising run there, Shred from the Berry Blossoms. However, DNF it almost guarantees that they'll get dead last unless someone else in the other heat DNFs. Apex with the fastest time, or Trace in second and Reflecting third. It seems very good for the qualification chances for the Surfing Sharks and Oral Orbs especially. They're doing pretty good for themselves right now. Berry Blossoms though stuck. Pretty unfortunate for them. Next up, Heat 2. Lake Launch Midnight Combust of Group 1 and Lemony Ridge Defects, Thermal, and Desolate of Heat 2. We have both the gold medalists and the silver medalists of last year's slow. Currently though, Defect with a good launch Desolate, the gold medalist, kind of far behind. As I say that they have an incredible recovery at the end, but Defect manages to hold on to the on, and they will be ahead. Head Lake in second, Desolate in third, Scope the launch in fourth, Lemony Rich in fifth, and it seems that there'll be another DNF thermal from Group B. This won't affect Stret's DNF, but it seems like DNF roughly in the same spot. Combust Lake with 17.7. That would be very good for Group A. For the Group A, Lemony Rich though, kind of surprising. The silver medalist of last year's heat in the bottom half of this year's rendition. Thermodo with DNF not looking good for them. They struggled this team struggled last season, but not a DNF. So this will be very bad considering they're just six. They are just barely in the qualification zone. Defecto, very good time for them. Let's see if they can get that gold medal. This will be vital for their qualification considering they are right now in seventh. So let's see what they can do. Heat 3, Synthesis, Photon, Wavy, Mage, Turbo, Jungle Foul, Photon. Wait, I'm sorry, Length and Soar. Moving on, currently Synthesis in the lead, but never mind, Wavy with an incredible. They're actually dominating this one. This might actually be one of our fastest times. This is probably their first delay. 15 second and Photon. That's Photon off the track. Jungle Fowl's next on the line. Mage, then Soar, Turbo, Length, and then Synthesis very far behind. Very disappointing for them. This team, Firm Freeze are struggling in this qualifying, unlike last season where they were doing incredibly well in the qualifying. As we look at the Heat 3 replay, Photon just out of nowhere fell off the track. That was quite shocking. Mage, decent, doing pretty decent. Wavy though is the star of today's event. Then 13 second time. Pretty impressive from them. Synthesis not looking good for Firm Freezers. Not good. Overall, Jungle Fowl also pretty. That was actually a great run. This might possibly be a top three finish for him. As we head into our overall standings, let's look at the results of Group A. Lake will have the fastest time. Lake will have the fastest time, followed by Apex, Oral Trace, Reflect, and then Pivot, Short Shoes, Glucose, Launch, and Midnight. here is what it looks like so far. Blue Newts, oh sorry, I misspoke. They will be second. Surfing Sharks in first. They're right now tied, and they will be qualified for next season. Marbles of Heat 9 points. Not this is they have equalized their qualifying run of last season in 3 events instead of four. So that's really looking. Radiation Nation also looking good for the qualifying chances. Green Satellites, though, very precarious situation for them. Next up, Russian Waves. They have clinched qualification. The three teams that clinched qualification are all teams that failed to qualify last season. Quite shocking, but Winter Walkers, Glacial Gladiators jumped up a few spots. Team Magenta jumped up a few spots. Pretty Chickens as well. Dominators might actually lose this, considering they're dead last. Eccentric Electric also very might be pretty dangerous for them. So we'll see you in the next event at the half pipe. This will it will all come down to this.